Anvil lets you create web apps entirely in Python, and today I will show you its interactive debugger. The interactive debugger lets you pause your app's execution, inspect variables in real time, and understand what's happening in your code. In this video, I will show you how the debugger works using this simple weather app, and by the end, you'll be debugging your Anvil apps like a pro. This weather app is supposed to fetch the weather for the location you enter and display the summary. Right now, it's not working as expected. Instead, we get an empty alert. Let's use the debugger to find out why. First, I'll add a breakpoint to the button's click event function. This will pause the app just before we call the server function fetch weather. Now, when I enter a city, let's say London, and press check weather, execution pauses at the breakpoint and the editor highlights the line where execution is currently paused. Looking at the object inspector in the debugger window, we can see the location variable contains London as expected. Now we can click the step into button to see what happens inside the server function being called here. We're now inside the server function. Let's use the step over button to run over this line of code. This should send the API request, and then we can see what data we get back. In the object inspector, we see the response object from the API request. But here's the issue. The response doesn't have a summary key. Instead, it has a description key. And because we're using .get to safely fetch the value for summary, it doesn't show an error. Rather, weather summary ends up as none, which is why the alert is empty. But before we update our code, let's try something interesting. In the Debugger REPL, we can interact with all the local and global variables within the scope of the selected call stack frame. Let's step over again and update weather summary to use the value from the description key in the response. Notice that weather summary now contains the correct weather description in the object inspector. And now when we resume execution, the alert shows the weather description. Our solution works just as expected. We just walked through this bug and used the interactive debugger in Anvil to add breakpoints to pause code execution, step into server code from client code, step over code to see how it is executed sequentially, inspect variables in the object inspector, and modify variables in the debugger REPL to test the solution. This has only been a quick intro to the interactive debugger, but there are many other cool features to explore. Check out the links in the description to learn more. Anvil and its debugger are free to use. If you found this video useful, please like and subscribe for more Anvil content. Thanks for watching.